Okie doke, let's see. Clear the throat. Peace forever and always. In the name of our ancestors, Almighty One, Angel Number 7. And welcome to another edition of what I call the Realist on Earth. I am also your soul brother, number 1. Just want to make a quick point real fast. Before I get into that commentary, I just want to let you know that this ministry, like you should expect, and we should expect, is being flagged, videos removed. I suspect not because of Google itself, but because of these pro-black, Kemetic, Hebrew Israelite, Nation of Islam, Pan-African, RBG, folks of that nature. I really suspect those from the camp of Eric Muhammad. And you would think that somebody that talks like Eric Muhammad would not go around flagging people's videos. You would think not. Or somebody even in his camp. But nothing surprises me because these people aren't as brave, they're not as bold, they're not as bad. When you cannot deal with a YouTube video, many of these people cannot deal and get upset over a YouTube video. Racism, the only thing they can do is talk. And that's all you're gonna ever get, and that's all that you're ever gonna get out of them. That's why I'm not interested in being their friend. They're nothing but a bunch of talkers. They claim that they love soul brothers and sisters when they really don't. They want you for a slave plantation. They have an ulterior motive, hiding behind your sincere want to be liberated from an oppressor. And so they take advantage of that. All of this pro-black stuff is garbage. All of it. Pro-black, first black, unapologetically black, Pan-African, RBG, Hebrew Israelite, Moors, Kemetic. The list goes on and on. YouTube video. And then somebody terminates, flags your baby, and y'all do the same stuff. You block, you remove comments, you do the same thing that you complain about what the white man do, what Facebook do, what YouTube do. They do the same stuff. A bunch of hypocrites. They do the exact same thing. Ain't nobody disrespecting you. I say that somebody is confused and insane. That's supposed to be hate speech. They call Donald Trump confused and insane every day. You be taking down a whole lot of videos. You're a public figure. People call me insane and confused in their videos or whatever. I don't flag them for hate speech. If that's what is in Hollywood, all publicity is good publicity. I could care less. That's why these suckers don't put Angel Number 7 in the title of their video. They don't want to give me no attention. Because if you really study me and listen to me, you might find out that I'm not what these people are trying to make me to look like. So they don't want to bring no attention to me at all. That's smart for them. I like the videos. I save the videos. that don't bother me at all. So I've been wanting to. I need to create my own website. I really don't. I can use YouTube and Facebook for advertising my website. Come to my website. And since I only have 10 subscribers and only getting views, we'll be much happier who talk about white folks, but they use their platforms and will even report you to the white man because of some words. Not because somebody threatened your life, not because somebody talking about your mother and father and your dog's Ruffy, but because you don't like that your belief, your ideology is just getting torn up to shreds. And this pro-blackness mess needs to be torn to shreds. Let us get to this quick commentary. What has Allah, or how has Allah helped Brother Ben X? Not only Brother Ben X, but any believer in God. I want to know. And I'm using Brother Ben X because he's a likable guy. But also, Brother Ben X believes in the doctrine or the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. And in that teaching, Brother Ben X believes that God, I want y'all to listen, unlike Christians, unlike some of these other people, the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, Brother Ben X believes that God in flesh as a man came to us in the person of Master Farah Muhammad. God personally came to us. I wonder about that. Do you really believe that? Because if God came to you in person and taught your messenger personally, then why do you have to supplement the teachings of God? These are not the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. He's just a messenger. These are the teachings of God, Brother Ben. Why do you have to supplement teachings from God, God's instructions, with that from a white man named Ron L. Hubbard? See, it don't make any sense, Brother Ben. See, y'all don't think. If this is not the teachings of Elijah Muhammad, this is the teachings, this is the instructions of God himself, who came personally to talk and bring this message to us. There's a difference. It's not the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. You call it that, but actually it's the instructions of God given personally. Not through a revelation, not through an angel, not through a tablet or a rock. God came, Brother Ben, to give you these teachings personally, instructions personally. Elijah Muhammad is just the messenger because for whatever reason, your God decides to get out of town. I'm going to leave this man all by himself. This also raises a question. Why would God do that? There's so many questions when you look at it, but we don't want to think because we're looking for an easy way out. We're looking for a savior. We're looking for this Messiah. So we have Master Farah. I love, when Master Farrakhan talk, he really got a try to make it as Arabic as possible. So when Master Farad Muhammad came to us July 4th, 1930, and the reason why he had to come looking like a white man, because the scriptures say that God would come among us in sinful flesh. And the sinful flesh is, of course, the white man. However, flesh in and of itself has never done nothing to nobody. The color white has never done to nobody. Without the... Hey, what's up there, Scott? Tell me, without the think process, without the brain, without the mindset, when did just flesh hurt you? Flesh cannot hurt you. A color cannot hurt you. It's the mindset that hurts you. And this mindset that you're putting on white folks, which of course are Caucasian people or pink people, I like to say, yes, they have that mindset, but there are a lot of other folks that have that mindset. So when you talk about sinful flesh, that mindset, wherever you find it, will make that flesh sinful. You don't have to agree with me, Scott. I'm just talking. So, we have God in person, in flesh. Now this talk is for everybody. Everybody that believes in God, not just the Nation of Islam. I'm just using, again, the Nation of Islam as an example because they've gone to the extreme to say that God came to them in person. So now God here in 1930 is in person. Now what is going on in 1930? We are being, of course, discriminated against in unemployment, housing. We are in 1930, we're being lynched outright, murdered. Horrible things are happening to us in 1930. What does God do for us? Personally, God is on the ground. He's not in heaven. He's not in Acapulco, Mexico on a vacation. He's right here in America with us in person. What is he doing for us in 1930? There's two brothers. Maybe you heard of them. Les Brown and Oprah Winfrey's boyfriend, man friend, however you, I don't know how she refers to him. Common law husband, Stephen Graham. Both of these brothers are motivational speakers. Both of them are inspirational speakers. They have changed people's lives all over the world, motivating you because you cannot motivate yourself. Motivate, when you need to be motivated, that means, or a motivation, that means you're unable to do it yourself. This is not to say that you can't do it yourself. People motivate themselves all the time. But there are so many of us, we are so down in the dumps, and we don't see ourselves as having any real value. We don't think with our own brains, so we need somebody. We need somebody to motivate us, cause us to think, inspire us. So these men are motivational speakers. They bring us inspiration to help us better our lives. Now, have the people that were helped by Stedman Graham and Les Brown, have they set up a religion and worship these men? They are gods and messengers, or they divine or anything like that? No. I don't think so. They just appreciate, thank you, Stedman. Thank you, Brother Les, for helping me, put me in a place where I could do better when I was unable to do for myself. That's all they done. When we look at religion, see, yeah, that's very simple. So they motivate you, Stedman Graham and Les Brown, they motivate you, and after they motivate you and you get inspired, whatever you accomplish in your life, they don't accomplish that. They don't accomplish that. They only get credit for motivating you to do better. Anything that you accomplish, your work, anything that you do, is because you do it. The only thing that has happened is they motivated you, they inspired you, and you don't pray to them 7 times a day. You don't worship them. You just simply thank them. Thank you, bruh, for helping me. But the work that has been done and must be done, you do it. You don't owe them no more than what they done for you, because you're the one that went on after being inspired and motivated. It's all on you. Absolutely, Scott. It's all on you. So you have Master Farad Muhammad, Wallace Farad Muhammad, come to America, God in person, in the flesh. What does he really do? When we think about God, God can create the heavens and the earth. God has a lot of power. There's, like I say, in 1930, soul brothers and sisters was catching a lot of hell. We need a powerful God like that, no doubt about it. But what does God do for you? What does God do for us? The only thing Master Farad Muhammad does is inspire and motivate. That's all. Does Master Farad Muhammad stop the lynching? No. Does Master Farad Muhammad stop the discrimination? No. Master Farad Muhammad does nothing except inspire, motivate, and bring you some type of guidance in that motivation. He does no more, no less. What does he give? What does he give Elijah Muhammad? Nothing. Except motivation and inspiration. That's what religion is all about. You gotta do the work. Elijah Muhammad went to prison 4 or 5 years. Did God get him out of that? No. During the time of Elijah Muhammad, I believe 7 to 9 black Muslims was murdered by racists. Where was the God? God didn't do nothing. The only thing God did was inspire and motivate, and then God was out of town. And even in 2019, Brother Ben talks about doing for yourself. He was inspired by Minister Farrakhan, inspired by the teachings of Elijah Muhammad. He quit his job and whatever. But who is the one doing all the real work? You giving credit to Farrakhan, you giving credit to Elijah Muhammad, and they ain't done a damn thing except inspire you and motivate you. No other kind of help. No other, you don't get any kind of other assistance. It all falls on you. So what do you need God for? What do you need Allah for if you're doing all the damn work? That's my question, Brother Ben. You are inspired. That's a wonderful thing. Motivated. That's a wonderful thing. Because clearly you couldn't do it yourself. Wonderful thing. But once these people are inspired by Les Brown and Stephen Graham, really that's the end of it. You don't, I mean, people will give, well, I was out of it. And I listened to Les Brown, I listened to Stephen Graham, and I'm a multimillionaire now, and I got a beautiful family. I listen to, I even listen to Dr. Phil. I'm glad for those guys really helped me get together. But that's all they are going to get. No praise, no worship. If you are or have a God on your side, Elijah Muhammad should not have went to prison. If God is with us personally, why are we still being lynched, discriminated against, raped and murdered? 2019. As I'm speaking right now, some soul brother and sister being murdered, being killed. God came to us in person. Why is this happening? God came to us personally. Not no spirit, not no spook. Personally. Everything that you're doing, Brother Ben, all y'all Christians and Hebrews, you talk about all this God stuff. If you don't do it, it don't get done. I thank you for your motivation. I thank you for your inspiration because I was unable to do it myself. But that's all I owe you is a thank you. You worshiping and giving these people credit. They have no power like they have power to give you. Farah Muhammad, God in person, was here and couldn't do nothing for these black folks. Nothing. Except leave a teaching, some instructions, motivation, inspiration. No more, no less. Where's the power? If you don't do it yourself, it don't get done. It's just like, it's the same thing, and you laugh at children that believe in Santa Claus. Because you know Santa Claus didn't bring nothing. You know that the parents gave those, worked real hard and got those gifts. You claim you don't believe in Santa Claus. But when you believe in God, it's the same concept. It's the same thing. You're giving God credit for your work, your sacrifice, your suffering. The only thing religion has done is inspire you. But what makes religion terrible is that religion offers false hopes and dreams. You think that when you die, well, not the Nation of Islam, but we know in religion, we think we're gonna die and go to a better place and, that kind of good thing. In the Nation of Islam, you believe that this mother plane is gonna come. It's been 80 years, but you believe and you've been taught that this flying saucer, this mother plane is gonna come and punish America, drop bombs in America and burn it up and save you. And see, Les Brown don't talk. Only thing Les Brown does is inspire you. The only thing Stephen Graham is gonna do is inspire you. But when it comes to this religion, all this great stuff is gonna happen. You don't have to do no work. You don't have to do nothing. And this God, this spirit, or whatever the hell it is, gonna get you out of your situation. And that's the lie. And that's a lie. It's not gonna happen. If you don't do it, the reason why you are under and will always be under the domination of Caucasian people is because you allow it. That's the reason why. It was a man, not no spirit, not no spook. It was a man that put us in this condition. And when we become real men and women, not just the brothers becoming real men, sisters have to become real women. When we become real women, when we become a real people instead of these damn slaves that we are, and that's why we love these teachings, because we slaves. We waiting on our slave master, which is some kind of God, some kind of alien, whatever the hell you waiting for. We waiting on this spook, this great power to come and save you. But at the same time, Master Farah Muhammad was God in person, right here with you, and couldn't do a damn thing to help you. How many Muhammad speaks newspaper trucks did these crackers burn up? How many temples did they break into and hurt the believers? How many believers did they kill? Where was your damn God? Like Eric Muhammad say, talk black to me. Where was he? Keep waiting on this spooky stuff. The Nation of Islam is spooky. Christians are spooky. The Hebrews are spooky. Y'all Kemetic folks are spooky. All of y'all are spooky. You might as well believe in Casper the Ghost. Waiting on some miracle. So filled with hate against yourself. You hate Angel Snub Nub 7. You hate Eric Muhammad. You hate Umar Johnson. Y'all we just full of hate among one another. And guess what? When it's all said and done, these demons gonna take all our hateful self, put us all in that one damn big ass pit. This mass grave. And maybe that's what's good for us. Because if this is how we're gonna act, if this is how we're gonna continue to live our life, we might as well be put in that damn pit. And you wanna know something? I would voluntarily go in the pit myself to get the whole ball rolling. Because you don't deserve to be alive. If this is what y'all want, if this is the way you want to continue to live your life, it ain't even worth living. You'd be better off dead. That's right, Scott. We human beings don't deserve the life. You don't deserve it. So let me get the ball rolling. Y'all ready to start these mass graves? I will voluntarily be the first one to start it off. They don't deserve to live. You can get angry and upset all that you want to, and whatever. You're not worthy. Hey, what's up there? Can't see Andre, I think. We're not proving ourselves worthy of life. We are in a slave-like condition, and you guys really enjoy it. You enjoy it. Tell me what I want. It's about compromise. Everything in life is about compromise. Everything about change is about being able to be flexible. Hey, what's up there, Queen? It's about being flexible. Yeah, Scott, you have somebody like Farrakhan. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with that man. Why would you come into public and kiss that dude like that? Even if that's how y'all get down. I wouldn't be doing it in the public. Like, that's something personal between you and him. That's y'all thing. Bring that in the public. What is wrong with you? We don't deserve life. It's simple as that. You're helping yourself. So if I'm doing all the work, why am I giving God the credit? I'm doing all the damn work. You're doing all the work and giving somebody else the credit. That's not fair. That's not fair to you. You're doing all the work. That's not even fair to you. You do all the work and somebody get all the credit. No, no. And in religion, they talk about you have to remain humble. You know, give God all the credit. You have to show some humility. There's nothing wrong with being proud of your work, being proud of your accomplishments. Now, of course, some of us, we get the big head, but that don't mean you shouldn't be proud of what you do. So on that note, the only one, ain't no Messiah, ain't no divine Messiah, ain't no divine Messiah, gods and all that stuff. Ain't none of that stuff is gonna come save. I mean, we've been waiting a long, long time. It's quite obvious it's not going to happen. You need to get yourself together and we save ourselves. We are all that we got. Africans ain't gonna help you. White folks not gonna help you. Nobody's gonna help you except yourself. The Chinese not gonna help you. Nobody's gonna help you except yourself. But since you hate yourself, we might as well just go ahead and start jumping into these mass graves and get it over with. Handing down this madness to your children. We are pathetic. These children should want nothing to do with us, as pathetic and pitiful as we are. Making life harder for them. Hell, most of us will be dead within the next 30-some damn years. Why don't you do something with your life and try to help make our future generations better? I know people be tripping, Scott. On that note, let me get out of here. I want to talk to us again if I get time. I want to talk a little bit more. I have another subject. Yeah, I'll do that. If I have enough time, I want to bring another subject to us. Yes, sir. Thank you. I'm glad that y'all here. And as Don Cornelius always say, as important, I wish us, and I thank you for joining me. Those who will be listening to this broadcast later on, to my Facebook, thank you, everybody. And as Don Cornelius always say, I wish us love, peace, and soul. Let y'all ride with me a second here. Thanks, Scott. Appreciate y'all.